Guys, this is Jin Gang, and this will be our second segment of story time. Today we're gonna talk about our adventures at the cemetery. You're gonna find out which one is real, which one is fake at the next video we do. So how do you want to start it?
Well, last week, him and I explored a cemetery here in Colorado Springs called Memorial Gardens, and apparently it's said to be a haunted cemetery. And let's just say we went at night, which I don't know why we went at night that night, but apparently we went there. We were walking around. We were actually trying to find our family's graves there, and then I don't know, like from the far distance, like I thought it was just me seeing it, but it was some kind of ghost-like figure. Literally, it looked like a ghost-like figure, and I'm pretty sure he could vouch for that.
Well, I didn't see it first, but I was starting to feel this coldness, and of course, where we live, it's cold a lot, but I knew it wasn't that. So I'm like, why is there a ghost here? So I'm like, hey, guy, let's explore. I totally want to do this. And he was like, no, I don't want to get attacked by a ghost. And I'm like, I'm here to protect you.
Protect me from a ghost.
Yeah, don't worry
We're
about
gonna
it.
vacuum clean it. Yeah.
Why not?
No, it was not a vacuum cleaner that day. Remember? But yeah, we drove up there, and yeah, stuff happened. And so pretty much towards the end of the night, we went like, okay, we're gonna call it a night, and then we just ran back to the car because we're like, yeah, I ain't gonna deal with this ghost right now.
However,
But thing is that when we left, the figure was just standing there. It wasn't even.
but by the time we left, it was 2 hours later. Because I'm like, hey Nessa, I know you want to leave now, but I want to go in some of these buildings here.
Yeah, and I was like, screw that. We're not gonna talk to the ghost. So I was like, I'm out.
Well,
See
we're
ya.
not talking to ghosts. We want to see this stuff. So I'm like, I have to drag him around. Like,
But I could have sworn I thought I was seeing something, but I think he saw it too. So I don't. So I think.
I didn't see it. I'm like, I felt something. I didn't see it. I'm like,
So
hey,
I saw it, and you felt it pretty much. Okay.
come. Let's go over here in this building.
Yeah.
You know you want
I
to.
ain't going in there.
Well, see, I'm gonna go in there. I went in there. And I'm like, hey, help! I need help. So he decided, like, fine, I go in there. And I'm like,
Well, that's one story.
and I'm like, hey, see,
Yeah. I could have sworn I thought I saw it. I'm surprised you did.
and I'm like, I'm fine. You're in here now.
You were looking in my direction. That's the thing. You were looking in my direction.
I know, but we need this building
But
now.
you felt it. You didn't see it. Okay, I see how it is.
Yeah, I see how it is. So we're in this building now, and I'm like, I told him I'm fine. I'm like, so you faked me to get in this building. I thought you were trying. How else would you come in here?
Don't go to that cemetery. I recommend it, guys. Do not go to it at night.
So what happened next in this building?
This building, huh? Well, we walked in it. We were looking at all these names on the wall that looks like grave, like special, really special people, and I think it was military people. And all of a sudden, I kept hearing some kind of like bang,
And
like someone was banging on the door like this. And we
And-
looked, and there was no one there.
and I also
I remember that.
start seeing stuff moving centimeter by centimeter. Like, hey, do you see that move? We turn around, it's not moving. We look away, and we turn back, it moves again. If we keep turning back and forth, it won't not move while we look at it. But when we not look at it, it'll keep moving. I'm like, that totally moved, didn't it?
Yeah, I think I saw it. Yeah, I know this might sound like that, but there's ghost stories that we've encountered. And yeah, you're probably looking at us going like, why are we going to a graveyard at night?
Because we are crazy.
Yeah.
Why not? We should do stupid
Well,
stuff.
he's crazy. I just sometimes it rubs off. Mine rubs off.
Oh, so you joined in on the fun because I'm so crazy. It just rub off on you. Is that
Hey,
how it is?
it was your idea to do that at night.
I have a lot of ideas.
And I was like, well, I was playing the PS4, and they said, hey, you want to drive up to the cemetery? I'm like, sure, I guess. And I'm like, at night? And then that's when I realized, I'm like, Memorial Gardens is said to be one of the most haunted cemeteries. Okay. But yeah.
So here's the other story.
Mm-hmm.
The fun story.
Yeah, like I said, 2 stories, but we don't know. We're not telling which ones were or fake. But okay, so
This one is during the day, so
yeah, this one is actually during the day.
I'm like, hey, Ying,
Yeah, Ying. Hey, Yin Yang. Yeah, we're gonna. You want to go to the cemetery and explore and see what we have there and
And I need to take some pictures. Like, hey, I want some respect. I'm an artist.
pictures for. Yep. Something.
I'm like, hey, let's go up there, do some fun. Let's have some fun there. Let's explore this ground, see the any harness, see what's up, we can connect the dots. Why not? Nothing was haunted there, so I'm like, this is lame.
We were really bored that day. So, but yeah, we went there. We took pictures. We
We went into buildings. Fun story. You actually found 12 signs there.
like,
I'm like,
was it one like Garden of the Angels or something like? I just remember some of them were.
I'm like, I took a picture of each one.
Yeah.
And so, because I like to connect the dots and really find the pattern and stuff. So if this connected here, I want to know. I haven't figured out how it connects yet. I just know there's 12 signs. And he says 13-1, so I'm like, I'm just going to put it down.
Yeah, 13 signs, and then we try to.
12 signs,
actually
he
connected
said
the
the 13-1. So they're not truly 13,
Yeah.
there's 12. But we added 13 because why not?
And we went to pay the respects. We actually went to pay respects to our family members there.
You have family there?
Family there.
Do you have family there?
Actually, no. If I remember, I think it was your family.
Yeah, I have family there.
Yeah. If I remember, yeah, that's what I did.
So it was
I mean, I
fun.
might have ancestors there, but maybe I don't even know them.
And there was the cemetery going on, and we saw loose geese just hanging out there. Like, hey, what you doing, geese?
Yeah, I tried to communicate with it, but it didn't compete, and it kind of hissed at us. One of us tried to. Well,
No,
we
it was
went
like
close
that.
enough, and it's like, and I was like,
That's not like it.
yeah, that's how it went. Did you hear it? It was like,
No, I was like, ha, sa, sa, sa. But you know that's not how goose
I
sound.
don't know. It
Like.
seemed like the goose was alone that day. It was very alone that day, and then we saw more later on in the day.
I'm
But
like, well, they end up. We walked past them, and I didn't see them.
and then we saw this interesting area in the cemetery where wasn't it called like ancestor something? Like, because I remember like, could all these people here be related?
Yeah, but the all the last name wasn't the same though.
Yeah,
But
like I said,
was ancestor garden.
Ancestry could have different last names.
So
You
like,
never know.
so are these we all related? I don't know. Kind of want to know. Can we ask someone? We
I
didn't.
mean, if
Of
you
course,
read
we
the
didn't ask
signs-
no one. But it would be fine if we
But
did.
whatever it is, that's a big family tree. Okay.
I know. It would have.
So yeah, we just explored it during the day. That's all we really did.
It was fun. It was awesome.
It was actually pretty fun.
So in the comments, what side do you think was real or fake?
You decide. Our people, our fans.
You probably know what's more realistic, but it's not always what's more realistic than maybe real or fake. Keep that in mind.
I remember I have seen ghost stories where a lot of them I do believe in ghosts.
And a lot of cemeteries are known to be haunted.
Yeah, that's true. Isn't it true? Yeah.
So, are we sharing the real story or not?
Yep.
You decide.
Which one is which?
You can do that. Please subscribe and like and comment if you're enjoying our stuff.
Yep.
Come back
Peace out and rock on.
for another video. And that's when we tell if which one is real or fake. Bye bye.